Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course, and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching, and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
Hello everyone. Hello. Hi everyone. Good morning. Many of you guys have wished me. Hello. Hi. So let's start the session. Good morning, Vinay. Okay, let's start the session. Let me just present my screen. Any doubts from the yesterday's session? Any doubts from yesterday's session? Okay, I'll just open Jupyter. You can meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can just let me know. Can you please send the previous class notes? Okay, at the end of the session, I will be sending. Okay. So apart from like sending the notes, do you guys have any doubts from the previous session? Okay. Then we'll start class number 5. So yesterday itself, I started something which is related to dictionary, correct? I started with something related to dictionary. So let me just, where it went. Okay, fine. I'll just start afresh. Okay, no doubts. Thank you so much for responding. Okay, let me just go to the desktop and then I'll create a new file here. Not a file, we can say it as a notebook. Okay, and then okay, sure. Okay, basically, I don't have control, so it's automatically it will be removed after one. So I'll try to share it way early. Okay, so this is class number 5, guys. Okay, class number 5. In the last session, we started about a dictionary, and we also revised about other type of what is it? Other type of data types. Like I started with lists. I think I even we did with the tuples. Okay, today what we will do, we will start with something called as a dictionary. So in the last class itself, I told that dictionaries are also called as what? They're also called as hashing keys. Okay, they're called as hashing keys or hashables. Also, we can say, and this is basically called as mutable. That means the values inside it can be changed. Okay, the values can be what? The values can be updated. Okay, the values can be updated and we can actually repeat the values. It's not like we cannot repeat, we can actually repeat the values. Okay, what is this hashable? You can see, I think in the last session when I was showing something related to sets. Okay, so, I know that I have not started about the sets. See, this is basically called as what? Sets, correct? So if I just print S and then if I just do this, okay, it is telling, okay, I'll just make this one as S. Okay, if I just run, say this is going to work, but if I put this inside this bracket, so now we are going to get an error. This is called as unhashable type. Okay, so basically this can be done by using dictionary, so it is called as what? Hashable type. Okay, you guys have to remember, because errors, I would say that we are going to learn any programming language just by seeing the errors itself. See, if you are not going to get error, that means you are not learning it properly. That's all I can say. Okay, so this is basically the error that we get. So let me just go back and then let me just put it here. Okay, so yes, and it's a key value pair. Very nice point you just added. So basically it is what? It is key value pair. Okay, based on the key, we are going to get the value. Okay, that is the reason it is called as hashable. Okay, now we shall see like how to create a dictionary. Okay, how to create a dictionary. Okay, so for creating a dictionary, we can go with an empty dictionary. So basically, if I just create an empty dictionary, let me just say, so this is basically called as an empty dictionary. Many people might think, ma'am, this is basically a set, but empty set is created in a different way. I will show you in some time. Okay, so if I just print D, okay, and then if I just print the type of D, okay, if I just print the type of D, okay, and then if I just run this, you can see, this is basically empty set, and then it is going to show something like class and then dictionaries, okay. So this dictionary, what is this? If someone asks you, just tell that, so this is an object. Everything inside a Python is called as an object. And that object is what? It is an instance of class. Okay. So now let's see like how can we declare a dictionary. So basically, we'll say let's include the different types. Okay, different data types. We will include what? We will include different data types. Okay, so let me just say D1. Okay, I'll just go with a D1. Okay, and then I'll give something like name. Okay, I'll give the name. Let me just say I'll give something like XLR. Okay, and then let me just give the place. Okay, where is we have in different places. Okay, I'll just go with the place where I am working. Okay. So Bangalore. Okay. So I'll just close this. So basically, this is how we can include a dictionary. So if I just print this D, so we can just see the complete. Okay. It's basically D1. So if I just run this, you are able to see the complete dictionary. Ma'am, can we add any other data type? Like just you have just shown with the strings means yes, guys, we can add the different data types as well. So I'll just show you like how we can add. In the last session itself, I showed some. So basically, I started taking something like lists on the side. So 1, 2, 3. So if I just take it and then if I just pass, let me say something like full stack. I'll just pass something like full stack. This has no meaning. I'm just passing it. Okay, after this, let me just say I'm going to pass something like a, or let me just say name, or we will give a trainer. Okay, if I just give something like trainer, okay, and then I'm going to pass my name. Okay, now let's just see whether this is going to work or not. Okay, so I'll just print what? I'm just going to print the T2. So if I just run, see, it is going to throw a type error because we cannot give the list. Okay, keep this in mind. So instead of this, what we can give means instead of this, I'll just copy. Instead of this, we can give tuple. Okay, so keys can be what? Keys can be tuple, but not the list. Keep this in mind. Okay, whenever we give this, see, this is basically going to work, guys. Okay, so let's add one more point here. What is it? We cannot. Okay, we cannot use. Okay, we cannot use a list for keys. Okay, lists for keys, but we can use what? We can use tuples. Okay, so if you want, let's repeat with the. So I'll just copy this. Okay, no, I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll just copy this and then I'm going with another one and then let's try to give some kind of set here. Okay, and then let's just see whether it is going to work or not. So if I just say even for the set also it is not going to work. Okay, so we cannot give what? We cannot give keys, but we can, okay, we cannot use list or set. Okay, only these two is not possible. Rest everything is possible for the keys. Okay, now let's try for what? Now let's try for values, guys. Okay, what I'll do, I'm just going to remove this. Okay, I'm just going to remove this and then I'm just going to say course. Okay, I'm just going to say course. Okay, and here I'm going to put it in the form of a list. Okay, I'm just going to give full stack and then I'm going to give DA. Okay, and then I'm going to give what? DS. Okay, so now if I just close this, okay, now if I just run, see, okay, what is it? Perhaps you forgot a comma. Okay, I forgot a comma here. Okay, so that is the reason it is showing. See, a list will work for the values, but not for the keys. Okay, similarly, let's just make it this one as what? Tuples, guys. And then let's just see if I just remove this and then if I just, okay, tuples for values, we can use tuples, we can use list. Okay, now let's try for the sets. Okay, so if I just make this one, okay, and then if I just run, okay, for sets also it is going to work. Great. I think you guys understood what are the different data types that we can use for the keys and then what are the different types of data types we can use for the values. Okay, for the values, everything is going to work. List, okay, set, and then what? Tuples. Everything we can give. Okay, all is okay, all is working. So this is the example. I think everybody got till here. Okay, so everybody got till here. So basically what I did, first we started about something called as in dictionaries. So dictionaries are also called as in hashing keys. What is the meaning of an hashing keys? If anybody asks, just tell them we are going to deliver the value just by taking the value of a key. Okay, and here we have it is which is mutable. Okay, it is what? It is mutable. Okay, BLE. Okay, it's basically mutable. That means whatever the values we give inside the dictionaries can be updated, guys. And we can also repeat this. Okay, means the values can be repeated. Okay, and basically it is a key value pair. Okay, so here we cannot use lists or sets for the keys, but for values we can use list, set, and then tuples. Okay. And I tried to show you like why sets or lists are not called as an hashable. You can see this is called as an unhashable types, which we will never get that kind of error in dictionary because it is called as what? It is an hashable type. Okay, I can see like this is how we can declare the empty dictionary and then this is the type. Okay, so this is how we can include the different data types. You can see that I have included something called as a string. and we have tried to give what we have tried to give different types of data types for the keys and then different types of data types for the values, and then we have checked. Okay, now the question is, ma'am, in the yesterday's session for the lists and then tuples, we were accessing by using something called as an index. Don't we have an index? No, guys, we don't have an index in dictionary. Instead, we are going to access the elements, or if you want to change any elements, we are going to change by using what? We are going to change by using keys. Okay, we will see that by using the methods. Okay, so we have some functions or methods inside this. So how we are going to use that means just print dir of dict. So if you just print this, basically we are going to get a list of all the methods. Okay, so let me just paste like whatever I have done so far. Okay, I'll just keep it side by side so that it will be easy for me to paste. Okay, I'll just pull everything down. Okay, so I think I have to start from here. Okay, I'll just copy this. Anybody have any doubts? Anybody wants anything to be repeated also, I'm here to do. Okay. Okay, so let me just go with the output here. Okay, so I'll just choose this. Okay, errors is very, very important. So I'll just paste with the errors this. Okay, and then let me just paste this. Okay, after this, what we have something like this. So let me just copy this. Okay, I'm basically giving the all the things like whatever we have worked on. Okay. Okay, copy this, and then this is the output. Okay, and so I'll just give this. Okay, come back here. Okay, and let me just copy this. Okay, sorry for taking too much of time for copying and then pasting, but I'll tell you always the notes keep gives the reference for us. So I'm just doing it. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, and then let me just paste it. Okay, so after this, what we have something like print dir of dict. Okay, so let me just put that, and then we have this. Okay, so in the last class itself, I told that if it is like got a double underscore, it is called as what? Anybody? What it is called, guys? So basically, we have underscores here, right? You can see some kind of underscores. What is the meaning of that double underscores? Anybody? Anybody wants to answer? That allows duplicates. Yes, it allows. I've not tried one, but it allows. I no, for keys it will not allow duplicates, but for the values it is going to allow the duplicates. Okay, key should be unique. For values we can give the duplicates. Okay, so basically the double underscore says what? It says that it is what? A dunder method. Okay, so basically we can't use that directly. We have to learn the oops concept. So now we will try to solve on these. Okay, these are basically the methods that I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so what is the first thing, guys? Basically the first one itself is what? It is showing something like clear. So what is the meaning of a clear? So basically clear means it is going to remove all the keys and then elements whichever is present inside the dictionary. Weak internal use indicator. What is that? What is that? Can you just tell me? Okay, so what we will do, I'm just going to give a dictionary. Okay, I'll just go with a very basic one. Okay, I'll just give the name. Okay, I'll just give the name as what XLR. Okay, and then I'm just going to give the course. Okay, I'm just going to give something like a course. Okay, I'll just make this one as what? A full stack, guys. Okay, I'm just going to make it as full stack. Okay, enter and then close this. Okay, so now what we will do. Okay, so now what we will do, I'm just going to print. Okay, I'm just going to print this D. Okay, so if I just run, you can see that I'm getting a D. So now what I'll do, I'm just going to do D dot clear. Okay, after doing that clear, if I just try to print D, just see what is going to happen. Okay, this is a function, guys. Okay, so if I just see, can you see? Like immediately you are able to see the change. What is this clear method, ma'am? Means shift and then tab. See, basically it is going to say removes all the elements from the dictionary. Okay, double underscore means dunder methods. Okay, it is called as what? Dunder methods. So basically this is the work of what? Clear, guys. Is it done? Is everyone clear with this method? Okay, so basically as it is like cleared everything, I'll just copy this and then I'm just going to put here. Okay, so what is the next method we have here? We have something called as an copy. So yesterday itself, I told like what is the difference between a shallow copy and then the deep copy. So basically we are going to do what? We are going to do a deep copy. Now let me say that if I just give a D1 and then D dot copy. Okay, so if I just give this and then if I just print, okay, let me just say this is the dictionary for D1. Okay, so this is the dictionary for D1 and then I'm going to print my D1 and basically this is my main dictionary. So I'll just go with the dictionary for D. Okay, so this is dictionary for D. Okay, so now if I just run, can you see? So it is like exactly copied. Suppose if I remove the element in the D, will that affect for the D? We will see. Okay, we have a method to remove that. Okay, we have something called as a pop. Okay, so I'll go with a pop item. I'll tell you like what exactly what is the difference between these two. I'll just tell you. Okay, I'll just go with the D dot pop item. Okay, so if I just give D dot, it's not coming. So if I just give D dot pop item and then let me just print. Okay, so for printing, what I'll do, I'll just copy and then paste. Okay, so I'll just copy and then I'm going to paste this. So this one also I'm just going to copy and then here I'm going to paste. Okay, so now if I just run, can you see one of the element has been popped, correct? One of the element has been popped here. Okay, and here it is not popped. So basically this is going to say what? This is going to say the copy, like how does that copy works. Okay, yesterday I showed you like what does the deep copy does, the shallow copy does. I think you guys understood now. Anybody have doubt? So if you want to know more about the pop items, just alt and then tap. So you're going to get this. Okay, just come down. Okay, and then if I just paste, so this is the information about the pop item. Okay, so what is the next method, guys? Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear like how to use the copy and then how to use the clear? Okay, thank you so much for responding. Okay, next we have something called as from, what is it? From keys. Okay, so basically this is going to change the keys. Okay, basically we can change the keys. Okay, what I'll do means, so we are basically have, so if I just print, say this is what we are getting, correct? We are getting XLR and then full stack. Suppose if I want to change that, I can use something called as from keys. Okay, I'll just give this, okay, where I'm typing. Okay, I'll just give D2 is equals to, okay, D dot, okay, basically in D we have changed, so I'll go with D1 dot from keys. Okay, so if I just use this from keys, okay, and then shift and then tab. So I'll just copy this. Okay, let's understand what exactly is this. Okay, so let me just make this one as commented. Okay, so you can see here it is going to create a new dictionary with the keys. Can you see from our iterables and then values set to the value. Okay, basically we are going to set the values for it. So what is that means? Let me say for name. Okay, for a name, let me say that I want to give A. Okay, so now let me just print D2. Okay, let me just print what? D2. Okay, so now if I just run, can you see? So it is going to print. Okay, so for N it is okay. Basically for name it is printing. So if I just give name N, so this is how the form keys helps. Basically you can what is it? You can add the new keys to the given element. So this is how basically the key will be set to the value is. Okay, what is the next method that we have? I think we have something called as an get. Suppose if you want to get something, okay, let me say D3 is equals to D1 dot get. What is it you want to get? Suppose if you want to get something like a name. Okay, so now if you just print D3, okay, so you are going to get that name. So can you see XLR is the name? So you are able to get this name. Okay, suppose if you want the information, just shift and then tap. Basically, you are going to get the information of it. Okay, so it is going to return the value of the key if the key is in the dictionary, else it is going to return like empty only. Okay, so this is the information about get. Suppose if you want to get any value which is present in the dictionary, we are going to use a function called as get. Okay, next what we have, what is the next method, guys? We have, so after the get we have something called as an items. Suppose if you want to get items, what is the meaning of this items? Basically items is nothing but both key and then value. Okay, if you want to get both key and then value, then we are going to use something called as an items. Now let me just pass D4 is equals to, okay, I want to get all the values from D2. So I'll just give D2 dot items. Okay, so now if I just print the D4, okay, you will be able to see all the things. Okay, it is still in type error. Okay, I think it is, okay, expected at least one argument, got 0. Okay, I want to get all the items from D2. Okay, so now if I just pass, okay, still it is, okay, fine, I'll just give something like name. Okay, so I'll just give something like name. Items or item, just a second. Okay, it's items only. And then I'm giving it also correctly. Okay, I'll just, okay, so from D1, I'll give the items. Okay. Why it is not getting. Okay, wait. I'll just go with something like this. Okay, I'll just go with something like D2 dot items. Okay, we will see this. Okay, still it is showing type error. Okay, expected. Okay, let me just see like what exactly we have to give inside this. Okay, so D dot items, set a like object providing a new D items. That is what I've given, right? Why it is not working? Okay, fine. What I'll do, I'll just go to the new line and then I'll start creating it. And then let's just see like what is the issue. Okay, I'll just go with a new one. Okay, and then I will give D is equals to, let me just pass a name. Okay, I'll just pass a name. Let me say it's an XLR. Okay, and then I'll just give comma. Okay, and then I'll give the course. Okay, so next I'll just give something like Bangalore. Okay, so after this, let me just close this. Okay, if I just give D dot items. Okay, if I just pass something like D dot items, can you see? See, now it is able to get. Probably there was some kind of issue about whatever I have written. So this is how the items is basically going to work. Anybody have doubts in the items? Anybody have doubts in the items? So basically, items is going to get both the key and then value, guys. Is it clear? Okay, is it clear? Items is basically going to get the key and then values. Okay, so what next we have? We have something called as keys. Basically, if you want to get just keys, okay, what is it? If you want to just get the keys, then we are going to use keys. Okay, so I'll just go with the D dot keys. Okay, if you want to get the information about that, so D dot keys, so you can just get this, copy and then paste it here. Okay, this is the like abbreviation as I already told. Okay, so now if I just run, can you see it is going to get just keys. What are keys here? Basically name and then course are keys, and then XLR and then Bangalore is a value. So you're able to see that it is going to get just the keys. Okay, so what next we have this okay, so after the keys we have something called as pop. Correct. So basically, the difference between the pop and then pop items is, for a pop, you have to specify what you have to remove. For pop item, you need not to specify. Last element will be automatically replayed. Okay, for this, let me just print what is my D first. Okay, you can just see in this D, let me say that I want to pop something. What is it? We will see means here I'm going to return some key. Okay, what key we will return means I'm going to return the course. Okay, so let me just copy this. Okay, and then okay, so let me just make this. Okay, here I'm going to drop. Okay, I'm just going to give name. Okay, I want to pop the name here. Okay, so now if I just run, can you see it is like it is saying that it has been removed. So now if you just print DC, can you see the name XLR has been removed, guys. Okay, this is how the pop is going to work. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm just going to make this one commented for now. Now see what I'll do if I use like pop items, what exactly it is going to happen. Okay, so I'm just going to use pop items. Okay, now if I just run, okay, last item is removed. Okay, now if I just give D, see, the last item is going to remove. For pop, we have to specify what key we have to remove from the dictionary. And for a pop item, basically it is going to remove the last item automatically. Okay, this is the difference between the pop and then pop item, guys. Okay, what next we have? Okay, we have something called as an set default, update, and then values. We'll go with the update and then values. Okay, basically, what is the meaning of an update? What is the meaning of an update? So basically, let me say that I have something like D. Okay, I have something like D. Let me say I'm going to give a name. Okay, I'll go with I'll go with A. Okay, so and then I'm going to give something like Apple. Okay, and then comma, enter. Okay, and then I'm going to give B. Okay, and then I'm going to give something like ball. Okay, and then I'm going to give something like ball. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm just going to say D dot update. Okay, I want to update on something. Okay, I want to update some value inside this. Sorry. Okay, so update spelling is wrong. Okay, update. Okay, so if I just go back and then shift and then tab, see here we have to update. Okay, so we have to specify what is the key and then value. That is what it will be getting updated. Okay, now let me say that I want to give C and then with the cat. Okay, so in order to give that, let me just go with the dictionary, guys. Inside this, I have to give the dictionary. Let me just say I'm going to specify C and then I'm going to give the cat. Okay, so now if I just run this, okay, it is telling, okay, B and then ball, okay, ball colon is getting missed. Okay, now if I just run C, this is how it is. Okay, before this, I'm just going to print my D. Okay, after this also I'm going to print my D. Okay, so here also I'm going to print what? I'm going to print my D. So I'll just write this is before update. Okay, this is what? This is before update, and then this is basically after update. This is basically what? After update. Okay, so now let's just see. If I just run, can you see? Above, there was no C called cat, and then you can see like after using an update, like automatically it is updated. This is what called as a mutable. Suppose if you want to add, you can add this. Okay, and I think the last one is what we have. We have something called as an values. Suppose if you want to get any values, so you can just get the values, just print something like d dot values. Okay, if you just print something like d dot values, basically it is going to get the values. Okay, this is about the dictionary methods. Okay, anybody have doubts in the dictionary methods? So if you want, I'll repeat it again. Okay, so we saw clear. Basically, it is going to clear everything, like whatever the dictionary that you have given, it is going to clear the entire dictionary. Copy is going to do a deep copy, and then from keys. So basically, you can create the keys by passing the values using the from keys. Okay, get. Basically, it is going to get the particular value by passing a key, and then items is going to get both key and then items, and then keys is going to get just keys. Pop is going to eliminate the elements inside the dictionary by passing a key, whereas a pop item is going to remove the element from the last. Okay, set default I necessarily didn't teach. Okay, and then we have something called as an update. Basically, if you want to add some value, you can add it, and if you want to get the values, we are going to get the values. Okay, so this is about the dictionary methods. Okay, if anybody has any doubts, please do let me know. Anybody wants anything to be repeated? Okay, so and then I'm going to give the output. Okay, so let me just copy this case, copy this. Okay, and then I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, and then we have what items. Okay, copy this and then. Okay, if my notes is a bit confusing, guys, just bear. Just added it randomly. Okay, I can actually share the file, but that's okay. Okay, so this is how it is done, guys. Okay, if this is clear, then I will teach one more method, and then we will go with the conditions. Okay, I think you guys have understood, like without anybody's help, like how exactly you can do it. Okay, I would like to discuss about one more thing, that is another data type, basically called as a set. Okay, now we know that a set is what? A set is basically, can anyone tell whether it is a mutable or unmutable? It's a mutable, guys. Okay, it is like it's a mutable. Okay, and here we cannot repeat the numbers. Repetition is not possible. Okay, repetition is not possible. Okay, possible, and it is not ordered way of representing. It's an unordered way of representing. It's what? It is unordered way of representing. Okay, duplicates are not allowed. Yes, it's not allowed. That's what I have given. A repetition is not possible. So it's an unordered way of like we say that it is an unordered way of presenting. That is the reason when I say that it is an unordered way of presenting the things, that means it will not have index. Not have what? It will not have index. Okay, and here we can't give all kinds of data types inside the sets. I will be showing in some time. Okay, now we shall see like how to create a set, guys. Okay, we shall see what? We shall see like how to create a set. So let me just connect my channel. Okay, so first is like how to create an empty set. Okay, how to create this empty set. So basically, in order to create an empty set, suppose if I give like this, we already know that slicing is also not possible because index is only not allowed here. So basically, we cannot. Okay, so now if I just print S, so what it gives, guys, just now we discussed, it is going to give this as what? A dictionary. Okay, so if I just type this as a type of S, basically it gives what? It gives is as a dictionary. Ma'am, then how to correct it? Okay, so we have a constructor here. So we have something called as a set, guys. Okay, so if you just print this S, okay, and then if you just print this type of S, okay, if you just print this type of S, it is going to say, I'll just make this as S1, okay, S1 and then S1. So now if you just print, okay, set is not callable. Okay, okay. So I'll just no. Basically, we can call a set. why it is saying that we have a constructor with the name of set. Okay. Okay, can you see we have a set? Okay, it's telling, okay, set is not callable, it is saying, okay. Okay, I'll just give something empty inside this. Okay. Okay, I'll check with this. Okay, so just give me some time. I'll just check with this and then I'll get back. Okay. So next, suppose if you want to pass a different kinds of data types, like how we can pass, let us just see. Okay, I'll just give, okay. So here, let me just say 1, 2, 3. So basically, this is going to print, guys. Can you see? This is like basically integer type of data. And suppose if you want to include a list, it is not possible. Okay, we can't include what? We can't include the list. See, it is basically going to throw the error. Okay, if you are printing the list, it is going to throw the error. Similarly, sets inside the sets is also not possible. It will be throwing an error. Okay. Okay, so if I just use something like this, see, it is going to throw the error. Okay, it is not, okay, it is throwing an error for this only. Just make this one as what commented. This is not going to work. Okay, now we shall see that. Okay. Okay, so I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this and then clear it. Uh, okay, it allows, yes, exactly. What you're saying is exactly right, Nikita. Okay, so if I just print this, see, for sets also it is not going to be possible. And I don't think so. Dictionaries is also not possible. If you want, I'll just to show it. Okay. So let me just give 1, 2, 3. And then if I just pass something like name. Okay. And then if I give something like Akshata. So basically this is also not possible. Okay. If I just give this. Okay. So basically see unhashable type of sets. Okay. So I'll just make this one as commented. Okay. Now let's just run this. See, it is going to throw the error. So basically it says that like whatever the things which are basically given in the order, like sequence, in whatever the data type, the index works, those indexes, whatever it is going to work for the data type, those things we cannot give in the sets, guys. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Then ma'am, what type of data type it holds means? Yes, basically it holds integer, it holds float, it holds a tuple. Okay, and then strings. Okay, so if you want, we will give one example which holds all these values 1, 2, 3. Okay, for float, let me just give 20.3. For complex numbers also it holds, guys. 20 plus 3j, if I give also, it is going to take. Okay, for strings, I'll give something like XLR. Okay, and then let me just print what S3. Okay, so if I just run this, okay, so I have to make this one as commented, then that will basically run. So if I just run, see, we are going to work. Is it clear with the set? Okay, this is how basically we are going to declare the sets. Okay, so next what we will do is we will see like we cannot access the sets basically like repetition is not allowed. Okay, we will give one more example on repetition. Suppose if I give 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically my 1 and 2 is getting repeated twice. Okay, so now if I just print something like S4, okay, so if I just run, can you see? It is not going to allow the repetition. So as it is not going to allow the repetition and it is not orderly arranged, that is the reason index is not going to work. That is one of the reason why are we getting that unhashable error. Okay, is it clear with creating the sets? Anybody have doubt with creation of sets? So basically, I don't know why it is not taking an empty set. Okay, it should work because we have a constructor called as in set. So basically that is going to take it. I'll just check. Okay. And we cannot pass the list inside it. We cannot pass a set inside a set. We cannot pass a dictionary inside a set. And what is it we can pass means we can pass just integer, float, tuple, and then string. Okay, one quick S if it is like so far whatever I have taught, if it is clear. Anybody have doubt? You can just respond on the chat. Anybody have doubt? Okay. Okay, fine. Then we will see the methods, like what are the different types of methods we have in the sets. So basically I can just print dir of what set. Okay. So if I just run this, see we are going to get. See now set is working. But why that empty set is not working? I still wonder. Okay, let me just give set. Okay. Okay, it is telling type error. Object is not iterable. Should I give something like this? Okay, fine, I'll just check. Okay. So we have so many methods inside this. Okay. I'll just pick, you guys can pick if you want, like what are the methods that you want me to show. I really want to show you guys everything, but we have a time limitation where I can't move ahead with each and everything. Empty set is a dictionary, but there is a way to declare a empty set. That's what I am worried about. Okay. So we have something called as a set constructor, Nikita. So I'm saying about it. Okay. So now we have basically add. As I told that sets are mutable, so we can add an element by using what? Add. Okay. Intersection update method, ma'am. Sure, I will definitely going to show. Okay, so now let me just go with 1, 2, 3, comma 4. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'm just going to print this S. Okay, if I just print this S and then I will just add S dot add. Okay, and then shift and then. Okay, so if I just go with shift and then tab. Okay, wait, it's not showing. Okay, wait. Add takes exactly, I know that it takes exactly one argument. Okay, now let me just print S, but I was not getting. Okay, basically add is used to add the element inside the set. Is it clear? Add is used to add the element. Okay, it will help, okay, to add the element, okay, inside the set. Is it clear? We can actually add it. Okay, what next? We have clear. I think everybody know it's not clear. If I just give clear, it is going to basically remove all the elements present in the sets case. Let me just copy this. Okay, and then if I just paste here, okay, and then I'll make it as commented. I really want to give more information, so I'm just rushing. Okay, I could already see one message saying that, ma'am, how to see other sessions. So guys, I think XLR has given you the dashboard control. So there you can go watch the recorded session. Okay, so I know that recorded sessions is available. So I'm just going fast because I want to cover maximum information as possible. Okay, I think clear. Everybody got. Anybody have doubt with the clear? Anybody have doubt with the clear? So what next? I'll just go with something called as, okay, shall I go with the difference, intersection update, and then symmetric difference? Is it fine? Union update, if you want disjoint, subset, superset also I will show. Okay, just pick what are the methods you want. If you want everything, I will do, but I can't start the conditions that time, so I'm worried about it. Okay, so now let me say that we have something called as a difference. In order to go with the difference, I will go with the new one. Basically, we have to give two sets. Okay, ma'am, what is meant by mutable? I think you are taking the session for today. Okay, wait, someone asked me something here. Okay, intersection I will show. Okay, is append and add or same? Dharini, append comes in the list. Okay, add comes in the set. Though they does the same work, but in the different data types. Is it fine, Dharini? Okay, so now what I'll do, I'm just going to create two lists. Okay, 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Okay, here also I'm going to create another one. Okay, let me say here I will create a 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm going to give S3. Okay, I'll just give S1 dot difference. Okay, I'm going to give difference of S2. Okay, now what I should do means I should print S1, guys. Okay, or we will, okay, I'll just give something like S3 is equals to, okay, and then we will print what? We will print S3. Now, can you see? Basically, difference is something, it is going to remove the common elements which are present in the both the sets. Whatever the things which are not common, those things will be getting printed in the difference. Okay, so those things will be printing in the different elements are printed exactly. Okay, different elements it is going to print. Okay, let me just copy this. Okay, copy this and then let me just put it. Okay, and then difference update also does the same work. Okay, nothing different. Difference work also going to do the same work, but we have to assign it to a new variable. That's all. Okay. Next, I will go with something called as an intersection. Okay, discard basically is going to remove the element. Whatever the element that you want to discard, if you just pass that element, it is going to discard. Intersection, I think everybody knows from the math. Okay, I think everybody has gone through something called as an mathematics, correct? I'll just take the epic pen. Just a second, I'm taking the epic pen. I think in fourth standard or third standard we will be having something called as in sets, guys. So what is that means? Let me just to show you. Okay, so suppose if you take this is okay. Let me just go with a different color. Okay, so if this is a box. Okay, if this is the box, let me just say. Sorry, don't judge me with the diagram whatever I'm drawing. Okay, so let me just take a box. Okay, this is basically called as Venn diagram in mathematics. Okay, so here if you just see, we have a circle. Okay, so this is, let's consider this is one circle, and then we have another circle. Okay, so this is basically set 1, and then this is basically set 2. Okay, if you just give 1, 2, 3, and then again if you give 3, 4, 5. Okay, what does union going to do means? Okay, union going to give mixture of all the elements. Okay, union is going to give the mixture of all the elements. Okay, something like this. And then if you just go with an intersection, okay, intersection is basically represented by this symbol. Okay, whatever is common, guys, whatever is common among those two, that will be displayed. Okay, if you just give 1, 2, 3 here, and if you give 3, 4, 5 here, what are the things which are common? Basically, 3 is common, so 3 will be getting printed. Okay, so this is basically called as what? Intersection and then union. As one of the student has asked me to show for intersection update, I will be showing on that. Okay, so I'll just go with the same sets like whatever I have given. Okay, I'll go with S4 is equals to S1 dot intersection update. Okay, so basically intersection update does not do anything apart from whatever I have told. So we have to update the set with an intersection itself, like whatever I told that is going to do. But here you have to assign it to another what is that, variable. That's all. Okay, that is the only difference that I can say. Okay, and then if you just go with an S4, so basically this is what it is going to say. Okay, set. Okay, I'll just make this one as commented. Okay, if I just run. Okay, S4 is not getting printed. Let me just go with an S1. Okay, can you see? But S1 is something different. Can you see? This is called as an intersection update. So basically, it is going to return the common things like whatever the common things from S1 and then S2. So S1 as we are giving. So whatever the common is there in the S2, that will be getting printed in S1. Suppose if you're just going to make this one as S2 and you just make this one as S1. Okay, and then if you just run, see now, whatever the things that we have common from the S2 will be getting printed. Basically, it should print, okay, here I should give what S2. Okay, see, now it is going to print 3, 4. Is it clear with the intersection update? Anybody have doubt with an intersection update? Okay, next I'll show with is a disjoint. Okay, we have what? We have something called as an is disjoint. Okay, so let me just go with the same thing. Okay, I'll go with SY S1 dot is disjoint. Okay, is disjoint. So basically, is disjoint, it is like if both the sets have uncommon things, then it is going to return true, or else it is going to return false. Okay, so now I will take two sets here. Okay, I'll just make it as a remote. Okay, I'll take two sets. Let me just get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'll give this one. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now what I'll do means I'm going to do S1 dot is disjoint. Okay, is disjoint of S2. So it is going to return what? False. Sorry, it is going to return true because there is nothing in common. Okay, suppose if I give everything in common. Okay, if I just give 1, 2, 3, 4, if I just run, see, it is going to return false. Basically, if it is like there is no common elements, then it is going to return true. If there are common elements, then it will return false. This is basically called as disjoint. Okay, and one of the important one is E subset and then E superset. Okay, I'll just show with both of them. Okay, E subset. Let me say I'm just going to give S3. Okay, 1 comma. Okay, I'll just go with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, subset means we have a main set. From that, if we are building another set below, like if I just go ahead, 40 and then 50. Basically, if S4 is a subset of S3, then it is going to return it as true. That means whatever the elements in S4, if it is there in S3, then it is going to return true. So how exactly we can do that means S3 dot is a subset. Okay, E is a subset of S4, then it will return what? False, it is writing Y because it is, okay, S4, correct? Because S4 is a subset, so I have to interchange. Now it is going to return what? True base. Got it? This is called as what? This is basically called as E's subset. Okay, next we have something called as E is a superset. Okay, E is a superset. I'll take the same example. So the same thing it is going to work, but the superset, like from the present set, if you are going to derive another one, then it is going to say, okay, dot is a superset. I'll just go. Okay, this is S3. Okay, if I just return this and if I just return C, it is going to return false. Because basically S4 is not getting extracted from, but basically S3 is called as the superset. But if I interchange here, okay, this if I make S3, and then if I just make it as S4, see now it is going to return it as true. Basically, if you know the definition of subset, exactly, there is no subset. See how you're getting it. Is it fine? Is it fine? Is there anybody wants any other method to show? Basically, it has so many methods. Anybody wants any other methods, or is this is fine? Shall I move ahead with another one? Yes, no, one quick yes, no would be very appreciable. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll just copy this. Ma'am, repeat superset. See, basically, whatever that big set you are going to create is called as a superset. Okay. Now, let me just say, okay. So this is basically the basket you have, basket full of fruits. Okay. From this fruits, you are going to give it to your friend. Okay. Then here we are going to say this is basically what? Superset. Okay, we are testing whether this is a superset. This can't be a superset, but because we are just giving it to him. So we are checking whether this is a superset or not. If this is giving to another one, then it is called as what? Superset. Okay. Suppose if you have a basket, from this basket, if you are taking another basket and then if you are dividing it, okay, basically we are taking it, then that is called as what? That is called as a subset case. Okay. Symmetric difference update. Okay, fine. We will do that as well. Okay. So here I'll just take, what is the meaning of symmetric? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of symmetric? Okay, what is the meaning of symmetric? General English I'm asking. Okay. S3 is equals to S1 dot, what is it? A symmetric, what is it? Difference update. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is it? So it is going to update. You can see the, okay, similar, very good, correct? So let me just copy this and then I'll just put it here. Okay, what it is saying that it is going to update a set. Whenever it is going to say update a set, always make sure that you are going to assign that to some variable. Okay, with the symmetric difference of itself and other. Okay, so that means there should be some difference and there should be some similarity. That's when it is going to return. Let's just see. Okay, it is telling that type error exactly takes one argument. Okay, I forgot to give S2. Okay, now if I just print, okay, now if I just print S1, okay, can you see? So it is like basically it is like merging everything, which is acting like parallel. Like common things also it will print, and then uncommon things also it is going to add it to that. So that is basically called as what? Symmetric difference update. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Okay, if it is clear, I think everybody know inside this sets we have another concept that is basically called as frozen sets. Correct? Huh? Okay, we have what? We have frozen sets. So basically frozen sets are immutable, guys. Okay, it's basically immutable. Okay, let's just see like how to declare a frozen sets. If I just give S is equals to, for a frozen set, we are going to use a keyword called as frozen set itself. Okay, so here let me just say I'm going to use a round bracket 1 comma 2 comma 3. So now if I just print S, okay, and then if I just check the type of S, okay, type of S, you can just see it's a frozen set. Can you see here also, according to my sense, we cannot pass a list without that round bracket. Inside a round bracket you can pass a list, but outside it you can't pass. Let me just show you. Okay, see now if I just pass something like this, it will throw error, guys. Okay, okay, wait, let me just print this S. Okay, okay, it is actually taking just a second. I'll just make this one as commented. Now let me just print this. Okay, it's taking, but basically it shouldn't take. Okay, let me just put like this. I think, okay, both it is taking. Very nice there. Okay, next I will add a tuple inside this. Tuple it is going to take. I know that. Okay, so tuple, and then if I just run, okay, it is not going to take the, okay, unhashable type. Can you see? List is not going to be possible inside the frozen sets. Okay, and sets also you cannot specify inside the frozen sets. There are so many other data types like which is not possible, guys. Okay, again coming to the methods of frozen sets, like whatever the methods we have seen in the sets, most of those data types are like most of the methods are similar in the frozen sets. So I'll not go ahead with that. Okay, so the next is I will be going ahead with conditions. Anybody have any doubts with the data types that so far we have discussed, guys? No, ma'am. Okay, thank you. I'll just use what? I'll use something like conditions. Okay. So what is the meaning of a condition? What is the meaning of a condition? Can anyone tell me? Okay. Rule. Very nice. Very good. Very good. So basically it is called as a rule, or we can say it's a protocol, correct? Or we can say that, okay, we can say that a statement will be executed. What is it? A statement will be executed. Okay, executed only. Okay, only when the given condition is right. Okay, given condition, or whenever it is only executed only when it is true. Okay, so that is basically called as what? Conditions. Or we can say that, yeah, certain task also will be executed. Very good. So what are the different types of conditions we have in Python? Okay, basically we have four types. Okay, the first one is called as if condition. Okay, first one is called as if condition. Second one is called as if else condition. Okay, and the third one is called as elif condition. Okay, elif condition, and the fourth one is called as elif ladder. Okay, elif a ladder. Okay, so or we can just say if ladder. Both are correct. Okay, elsewhere we don't have Ashrika. Okay, these are the four different types of conditions we have. Okay, now we shall discuss each one in depth. Okay, so how exactly we are going to use if condition means, I will show for the if condition. First I will be showing the syntax. Okay, if condition, let me just to show you the syntax. Okay, first basically we are going to write the if, and then we can write the condition. So here we basically don't have any brackets. You can write without the brackets. But whenever you are going to check the multiple conditions, then I would appreciate you to go with the brackets. Okay. So now loop we are not discussing. Yamini, we are discussing about conditions. So here, like after this, you have to give an intended space. As I'm typing like a text, so it is showing me this, but you have to give an intended. So here we are going to type what? Body of the condition. We are going to type what? Body of the condition. So now I will just go with the new line. So based on this, let's write one simple program. What is that? Means write a program to check. Okay. Okay. Write a program. If a number, okay, given by a user is divisible, okay, if it is divisible by 5, okay, it should say hi. Okay, it should say hi. Okay, basically we have two types of inputs that we can consider in Python. So basically the first one is, let me say that I'll just give 5. Okay, the same condition like whatever I have written, I'm just going to rewrite here. Okay, if what is it I'm saying? I'm saying that it should be divisible by 5. Divisible by 5 is nothing but my remainder should be 0. Okay, that is the logic of the program that I will write now. What I'll write means I'm just going to write a percentage of 5. Okay, if it is equal to 0. So this is basically my condition. And why did you use percentage? Why don't you use what is that, forward slash if you ask? Basically forward slash gives a quotient, but we need something which is going to give the remainder. Okay, you should be good with the operators whenever you are going to work behind the logic. Okay, a percentage of 5, if it is equal to 0, then what I will say, I will just, I want to print what? I want to print hi, guys. If I just run, say it is going to print hi. This is one type of writing a program. Suppose, as I told that I have to take an input from a user. So how exactly we can take an input from a user? Means a is equals to, so suppose if it is a string, then we will be going with input and then enter. enter the value. But we are taking with what? I will show you the error. Suppose if I just go ahead with this, okay, it will throw the error, guys. Okay, print what high. Okay, so this will basically throw the error. Okay, so if I just give 4, okay, see, it is going to throw the error because input is just for what? Integer. So input is just for the, oh, what is it? For the string. But whenever I'm going to deal with an integer, so I'll just go with an int, okay? And then if I just go with this, if I just give 5, so now it is going to come. Yes, I will share the notes so far, whatever I have done, and then I will continue the session. Okay. Okay, so let me just go here and then we have written some program. Okay. It is basically going to say hi. Okay. Yes, I'm giving just a second. I'm just copying like whatever I have done. Okay, this is another program, and then here also the output would be what? Output would be hi, guys. Okay, so I'll just share this. Okay, I'm just going to share this. Okay, classify. So I've shared the classify notes. You can just take it. Okay. Now let's just get back and then we will write another couple of programs. Okay. For if condition itself, just go with the 5. Okay. So now what I'll do, ma'am, fine, ma'am, if I give 5 as it is divisible by 5, that is how it is going to work. Correct. Actually, we can even understand the working procedure, like how exactly it is going to work. Suppose, okay, let me just rerun this code. Now let's see like how exactly it is going to work. I'm going to give 6 and then if I enter, so it will just come out. Okay, what exactly is happening? Let's understand. If user is giving 5 as an input, okay, so 5% of 5, if it is equal to 0, what does it mean? Means 5 divided by 5. So basically 1 and then 0. So it is returning 0. So it is going to print high. Suppose if the user is giving 6, okay, 6% of 5 is equals to 0. So 5 will come here and then 6. 5 ones are what? 5. And then what will be the remainder? 1. Basically, this 1 is not equal to 0. That is the reason it is not going to print high. Okay, this is how basically it is going to work. Is it clear, guys? Anybody wants me to repeat it again? Anybody? I have sent. You can see I have already sent. Okay, thank you so much. So now next we shall see one more program. Okay, write a program to print. Okay, if the number is greater than 0, okay, it should print whether it is a positive. Okay, write a program to print if the number, okay, if the number is even, if the number is even, and it should be greater than 0. It should be what? Greater than 0. Okay. It should be greater than 0. That is what we want. Okay. So first, what is the condition? So first it should be even and it should also be greater than 0. Okay. So what should I write, guys? Notes is not there in chat box. Okay. I'll just send it again. Please. Okay. I have shared it. You can just check. Okay. I'm going to share all the notes. Okay, I'm sharing. I think now you've got all the notes. Okay. So now what is the program that we have to write? Means? So first I'm going to take an input from the user. Okay, input. Okay, enter the number. Okay, enter the number. Okay, and then let me just close. So what is the first condition, guys? Basically, I can just write, if you want, you can just remove. So basically, even number means I have shared it in the chat. It's for everyone only. I think you will be able to see. Okay, if a percentage of 2, if it is equal to 0, then basically it is going to print it as what? Even. Okay. If you give negative number also, it is going to print it as an even. But in order to be as a positive number, what it should be? My a should be greater than 0, guys. Okay. Then it is going to say it is positive. Okay, now let me just to show you like how does it exactly work. Basically, this is called as a nested if. Okay, I think Kanuri. Okay, I think it is available in the LMS of dashboard. Okay, you can check there. So if I just give, see, it is even and then positive. If I just give something like -4, see, it is going to just say even. As it is not greater than 0, it is not going to say it is positive. Okay, I think I'll wind up the session here. Okay, it was very nice meeting you guys, you all guys. You were very interactive, and I can see that most of the students are very smart. Please go ahead with whatever it is. Okay, yes, Bhargavi, tell me. Excuse me, ma'am, you have told. Very nice. Whatever comes, don't stop learning the things until unless you get placed in one of the company. Okay, all the best, guys. I really enjoy teaching your college. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can just let me know. Okay, thank you so much. It was really interactive. How to watch recordings? I would suggest you have given XLR has given you some dashboard control, right? There you'll have all the recorded sessions. Okay, thank you so much. Once can you show? Actually, okay, my dashboard will be completely different from yours. Okay, so if you want, I'll show one. So this is how the trainer's dashboard looks. Okay. So basically mine, I don't know like how the students looks. Okay, so if I just go here and if I click on my live session, so here I'll get all the recorded sessions of other trainers as well. Okay, so this is how it looks, but not sure. I would request Likita, can you please help them? They want the recorded session itself. Please help. Okay, tell me.
Actually, yeah, sorry for the interrupt, ma'am.
Yeah.
So students, if you have any doubt on LMS, you have to contact the support team. So I hope you have received the support contact number. Kindly contact the support team.
Okay, so we have support@xlr.com. So this is a website, guys. So
Sorry, not this is the one. There is for an internship, there is a different mail ID that is internship.support@xlr.com. And
okay.
also, while they have registered to the internship thing, they have received the contact number of the support team. If they contact directly, they like our team will help them. And for the attendance, there is no attendance for this internship thing. So whatever the classes you will be watching in your LMS dashboard, we will just monitor. According to that, we will provide you the certificate. So there is no any attendance should be marked. Any other concern, any other queries, guys?
Then I'll leave the session. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable time. Okay, guys, like we'll be winding up for the day. Like whatever, as I told you, whatever the doubts or whatever the concern you have, kindly contact to the support team. Okay, you will be having a support contact number. Make sure that you will be contacting to the support contact number. Okay. So thank you all. All the best for your studies. Study well. All the best. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. So if I want you to share me the contact number of the support team, let me share you. Just give me a moment. If guys, I have shared you the support contact number. So if any query or any issues, kindly give a call to this number. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you. All the best for your studies.